What's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we are playing some more Historic Brawl because you guys have said that you love it, and I love it doing it, so we're playing some more of it. Tamiyo, I wanted to see if we could play Tamiyo as a commander here. First off, I just love playing Simic Brawl decks in general. There's so much value, there's so many fun things you can do, and some of my favorite ones ever have been things like Rashmi commander decks in the past, where they just dominate because there's just so much value in blue and green. Who would have thought that those colors would be decent? Oh yeah, everyone knows that. But the real reason I wanted to play this out is because I thought that Tamiyo would be super fun with this card here. Parallel Lives, 4-mana enchantment. If an effect would create one or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many of those tokens instead. So what does Tamiyo do? The negative X here, exile target non-land permanent card with mana value X from your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of that card. So we're creating tokens with Tamiyo. So if we ever get the Parallel Lives out on the battlefield, then anytime that we recreate anything from the graveyard that has value, we have lots of permanents in the deck over just sorceries, and since we make sure we have things that will go to the graveyard and we can bring them back with Tamiyo with some value. And so if we have Parallel Lives, we make double of those. If we have A-Esika's Chariot, then we can actually keep making extra copies of those, and that can just be like the way that we go off like crazy with this deck. And that's kind of the dream, is that we can do that kind of stuff. Otherwise, the deck is just built around, we have a bunch of really good powerful Simic stuff. Tamiyo can bring back the Simic stuff that's really powerful and also give us a little bit of extra value by tapping things down. If we occasionally get to the -7, beautiful, it's awesome. But the cool thing about having a commander that is just straight value for us but doesn't necessarily have to hit the battlefield is that we can just be playing Magic and just have this as an extra card available to us. Instead of like trying to go for a certain specific kind of game plan, we can play a little bit more interactive with what they're doing, just making sure that we're getting value on the board. And it ends up being pretty difficult for opponents to really play against us, especially us being able to keep holding up mana, keep doing whatever, and just keep getting basically free value over and over and over again because we're playing Simic and it's just busted always. And I like that. So let's go into the gameplay. Let's see how this does for us. Oh, by the way, I am playing a little bit heavy towards Planeswalkers in this one just because it sounds fun. So anyway, that's the deck. Let's dive into it. Here we go. We are up against Pikmin Hun, and a little bit of a slower start. We can still play plenty of things here. Field Passage gets us a slow land. Turntimber can come in. Trying to think of what I'm shooting for. I guess just Llanowar into ramping up is still pretty decent though, right? So we're gonna keep this hand. I get a free mulligan, but this is a playable hand. Like Visionaries on turn 3 is still very powerful, and any faster lands can help us out. I'm debating if I want to play out the Sphere and bolt ourselves to do it. Pass the turn. If we do want to, maybe, but I'd rather make sure I get to Visionaries, so playing this tap next turn is most likely better. Sia. Okay, what am I playing against? I didn't even look at this. Kaito. All right. Kaito is going to be a little bit hard to beat here. Just Demir in general. Man, Arena is struggling today, folks. And from what I've been hearing from you guys is that it's just Arena's problem. It's not my computer. I was making sure that that wasn't the case. But yeah, everyone is having struggles with Arena lately. So fun. Oh, yay. All right. Keeps one top, keeps one bottom. Ooh, that I think we do, have a blocker for this. And yeah, that's like a perfect draw here. Having this die here is going to be a little bit brutal because we don't get to play Visionary right away, but we still get Sphere next turn if they do have like removal for this right away, whatever else. Come on, you want to swing in. All right, so they definitely have, this is definitely a ninja focused deck. They're going to get him with Slitherblade no matter what. So we're playing this tapped, and I think we just want to start getting our value, start ramping up, get up to like a Great Henge faster, get to Tamiyo, whatever we need to do. So let's start drawing cards, start getting value. A big Hydra Krasis is something that's going to be difficult for them to deal with. Just the trampliness, the gain lifeingness, all the ness. And that's what Hydra Krasis does. The ness. Yeah, I mean, we're at 5-6 mana next turn already. Whoa, they don't. Okay, they're just going to play Kaito and draw a card here. Phases out. Yeah, sounds good.
The system can't fix.
So I can tap down this Slitherblade so that they actually can't attack in and get to doing too much. Keep back, Slitherblade, keep this back to be able to block the Seer. So I can use Tamiyo to do that and just start taking up Tamiyo to get to the ultimate, which is actually super powerful. So I think that is the play. And with Chariot, I mean, the hard part here is it's not amazing. I could go for Krasis into Great Henge, and that's a super powerful play for us. But let's go ahead and just play out the Tamiyo while we can. Yeah, so we're going to play out Tamiyo. Tap down a Slither Blade. Pass turn. Wow. So many voices in my head. And it's not just me this time. It's just the real stuff. All right, so Kaito. Yeah, we have a blocker for the Seer. They have lots of cards in hand, so removal's very likely. But ninjas aren't going to be happening. Take that, fool. Bolts them, or shocks themselves. Watery Grave. What kind of stuff are they going to be playing here at Tamir? Like, I'm trying to think of what's the focus. Gets rid of Adrenaline Lock. I guess, yeah, we didn't have too much in the graveyard. Ways to bring stuff back anyway. Just does nothing. I like it. This gets something into the graveyard that we could actually have a lot of use with Tamiyo. Like, I throw this to the graveyard, draw a card, bring it back for 2, and use it. Getting to the ultimate, do I feel like I'm actually going to be able to get to my ultimate? I'm not so sure. So we're going to go to, just going to pass to my turn. We can hold up Disallow now. Getting to a Great Henge is pretty awesome. But I do kind of want to play out this Hydrocrisis. Getting to the ultimate is awesome. I feel like they're flashing something in here, though. So we have the Disallow to do something with that. They didn't go for the -2 here. So I'm just debating if I want to be swinging in with my Visionary or not. But I guess with only 4 mana and a Disallow, I feel like we can do okay here. I can't really play Sphere. Trying to see what I can do. I could also just play Chariot with Visionary, hold up 3 mana here, but then I want to be able to still block. I'm just debating if I can actually pressure down this Kaito or not. So we're going to go ahead and try swing in. I want to see if they have any kind of interaction here. The land into the Hive of the Eye Tyrant is something that's not fantastic for us. This is one of my favorite things about Brawl, is that we get to be playing with Planeswalkers in the command zone. That's the one thing with Commander. I feel like I would love to just have Planeswalkers in the command zone. It's so fun. I like it a lot. And I just don't like this costs double blue. It makes it really difficult to be able to still block the Seer, so we are actually getting the value from Tamiyo going off here and really do anything. I could play this and still be able to tap this down for the Disallow, but if I'm tapping it down now, it doesn't help us a ton. So I just don't want to completely pass turn, but I guess I can draw a card here with Sphere. We'll Disallow. The main focus here is try to get to the ultimate with Tamiyo. If I get that card, the thing here, which can be destroyed, it can be bounced, they might have stuff for that. This isn't an emblem, it's a token that hits the battlefield, but still just being able to have all of our stuff cost 2 less and be able to draw cards, like we should build enough value within a few turns if they don't have answers to it to go crazy here. So, or even just on the turn that I have it, you know? Then I can go Krasis and Great Henge probably. And that's dope. In case you didn't know. That's what dope is. And Chariot, yeah, there's just so many things. Draw a card, discard a card. Exclude. All right, so I was kind of expecting something like this, like that they were going to have removal. That's what I was hoping the Disallow to be there for. That's fine.
No matter.
Again, Tamiyo just goes back to the command zone. They've spent spells to have to deal with this. We've been able to slow them down a lot. It did everything we wanted to. We're able to ramp up, and we can play it out again later. Everything we've ever wanted. Do I want to just draw 1 with this Sphere? Yeah, I do. I have enough card draw, enough other stuff that I'm not needing this to do much else. I just want to get extra value while I can right now. Vivien is pretty good. Massive Krasis. This got rid of a way to counter a creature spell. I could kill Kaido with Crawling Barrens activated here as well. And just like get it off the board, not have to deal with it, make them replay it. Can I play a Chariot then as well? Does this cost? I could also go Crisis X4 or Chariot here. So let's actually just go ahead and attack in with both of these guys. I want to see if they go for the chump block here. They have to keep Kaido alive by blocking one of them. Ninjas are potentially coming now. This goes down to 2.
Watching your moves. Impressive.
You can just play Tamiyo, tap down Slither Blade. You know what? Yeah, let's just do that. All right, it only works if I'm going for the other version of it, which I am actually fine here. So let's do this. Play some live. Tap down Slither Blade. No ninjas.
You do not write this story.
The only issue with playing this a little bit slower here, like not getting the advantages with Hydroid, with Great Henge, whatever else, is that I'm giving them lots of turns to get their own advantages, whatever, too. I don't know. I just like playing Magic, guys. I'm not as good of a tactician as a lot of other people. I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to learn more, improve and such. Draw, discard.
Now this is a juicy secret.
So we do have the ability to kill Kaido unless they put out anything else on board or have removal. Tapping down Murder Strider, swinging in. All is not bad. So let's let's just do that. Tap you down. Feels like, yeah, they definitely have something going on here.
Bow before Phyrexia.
Could go for Crawling Barrens as well. I do want to get Krasis out in the battlefield, though. I think it's just a good card in general. Force them to spend spells to hurt these guys over getting into Kaido. Kaido goes to... All right, Kaido dies.
Well, I learned what I needed to.
And now I think just X4 here. Yeah. The A-Esika's Chariot could be a good way to go. Like, I have it out on the battlefield. Any token I bring back and start making copies of with this. But we'll just go for this for now. So the Absorb Energy counters the Hydra Krasis. That is annoying. We still get to draw the card here. Yep. I'm glad Chariot didn't get countered there at least. But Krasis is an annoying one to have in the graveyard because I can't bring it back for any value. All right, so Ninja coming in finally. Oh, Sea Dasher. Cool, that's fine. So Colossal Sky Turtle is actually going to be pretty powerful here. Just having the bounce. Let's go Ventress. Secret Restoration draws us so many cards here. That is a huge value. And we just have the Colossal Sky Turtle that is like a super powerful play here anyway. So honestly, yeah, we're just gonna... I think we're just gonna tap that down. I'm gonna go for the Restoration. Draw a ton. They have Counterspell here. That is a little annoying, but it's fine. All right. Get in with a Visionary. Holding up the mana for the Sky Turtle. Down to 19 past turn. A little bit of a slow game here. Still fun. I like just holding on to Vivien here because we can destroy artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. They've already shown that they have several of that kind of stuff. So, don't want to go to the block step. I'm going to go ahead and activate it now before max here. So bounce with Sky Turtle. This is something that can't be countered, but it can be disallowed. It can be, yeah, stop the effect of somehow. Okay. So those go away. Good stuff. They can replay him. That's fine. Ooh, Frilled Mystic is pretty powerful. I can play out Great Henge and hold up Frilled Mystic here, or play out Chariot. But yeah, I think that's super powerful. Yeah, they're just holding up so much mana for counter spells. Which I guess I can't do it and still have the Frilled Mystic at the moment, like, available to me. So maybe I hold off one more turn. Yeah, we're gonna tap down Slitherblade. Tapping down the Hive of the Eye Tyrant could be a better way to go here. Could just go for the Chariot, have an extra blocker for stuff. I can go Chariot and Vivien, but not be able to hold up the Frilled Mystic that way. Yeah, let's get out Chariot. It lets us cast Great Henge for cheaper next turn, even if I get accrued up in any way. Still gonna hold on to Frilled Mystic. I meant to not have that. Torrential Gearhulk. All right, so there we go. Perfect. And we'll just pass turn. All right, so they have to answer Tamiyo. They have the Eye Tyrant, they have Murder Strider. We can block everything that we need to, so life is okay. It isn't great trade-offs for us. That is the one side, is like they do get to destroy several creatures going for Tamiyo here, but us getting being able to draw extra cards every turn, everything costing less, like that's huge, huge stuff. We are stuck on only 2 green mana if these guys die, though. That is a little bit of a downside. Any kind of board wipe would be bad. 4 cards in hand. There's a Kaido that can come down. Yeah, so they're looking to... If they have Hive and a cheap removal spell, Tamiyo doesn't get to go off. Not super fun. Yeah, Hive is actually... I want Hive off the battlefield as because it's exiling stuff from our graveyard as well. Like, I want that thing to die. It's gotta go. All right, yeah, so resolve. All right, so we block, double block. Definitely try to kill the Hive. Murder Strider goes back into the library, but that's fine. I would love to be able to bring, Frilled Mystic back at instant speed. That'd be cool, but whatever. All right, perfect. Whoa. Leaving us with a Pixie. I guess we could make tokens with A-Esika's Chariot, but still. We have plenty of other things to be making tokens of, right? That's my turn. All right, Breeding Pool. We do need to get some card draw at some point here. Do I just want to ultimate this, or do I think I can hold off another turn? I think I'm just going for the ultimate here. It gives us so much value. Yep, take action. Yeah, so first off, activate ability, draw a card immediately. Extra card draws all the time. Biohazard's Hydra, good stuff. Yeah, I think we play that out. Get a cheaper Great Henge. Although I don't get the card draw from the Great Henge, and I had the mana to do it, so not as good, I guess. Painful Bond, draw 2 cards. Okay. Higher hand becomes cheaper. We're gonna go ahead and shock ourselves here. We're gonna go for Great Henge now that they've tapped out for us. Beautiful stuff. Ah, man. We don't have enough green mana. This is getting a bit awkward. Oh, we have it here, actually. Wait, Great Henge, right? All right, so Vivien Reid. There's that.
The wild wasn't meant to be contained.
Yeah, getting the Hydra
knows
bigger.
the wilds like I do.
Token blocker for us, actually, there. I think we already played out of land, though, so let's go ahead and go with this. Goosey. Make a token. I can technically make another token of Tamiyo's Notebook as well here and get an extra draw out of it. So that's the way to go. Yeah, so I tap down Hydra. I create an extra copy of the token here. I get one more extra card draw. It's legendary, so the legend roll themselves. I was actually wondering if it'd be fun to go for like a Mirrors box with that token and start going off creating extra copies of the token, but that's very unlikely to have happen, and so it's just a dead card. But that was a sweet game. Good stuff. Only 2 lands, but some ramp stuff, more ramp stuff, ways to dig through the top of our deck. Yeah, so like we're in pretty good shape, and those are pretty good normally tapped lands that are perfect for right now. So go haul, pass turn. Niv Mizzet. Niv Mizzet is a scary, scary matchup at times. So I believe it is just Pixie. The Search could be really powerful too, though, but I think I just want to try to get to this Risen Reef on the next turn to help us try to hit lands instead of having to throw stuff to graveyard. This is super great for our deck, though, because stuff going in our graveyard is sometimes totally fine with Tamiyo. There are some things we just want there, you know? Interplanar Beacon. So I can play out Karn now as well. Gain us a little bit of life. Holding up 2 mana. Let's go ahead and play this out. We get an attack in for 2, or hold up Sphere if we feel like we need to. Take action. Possession. All right. So we have Tamiyo online next turn. I am just going to attack. Innocent to graveyard could be nice. Something to bring back right away. When we don't like if they're not playing creatures, I guess having this come back could be super great. But whatever. We don't really want to be playing this over other stuff all the time either. Kasmina is fun with Tamiyo. This is one of the reasons I want to go more Planeswalker heavy, is because I feel like Kasmina would be super fun with the Tamiyo. Don't have extra blue mana. I guess that is something that's not super fun. Don't have a ton of elementals in the deck. Is it just a Karn here? We have the Sphere to grow up the Karn Structs as well. Going for the Sphere, I can't actually activate. Let's just go Karn here. I'm expecting counter spells. We're gaining life from this. It goes to the graveyard. If Tamiyo resolves, we can bring this back. And so, yeah, them countering something like this is totally fine. It just means they're getting counter spells out of the deck. We get to bring it back and get extra value later. Of course, it means we have to lose Tamiyo to do it, but mostly okay. Blue mana, beautiful. All right, so what's the game plan here? How aggressive do I need to be going with this? Time Warp is fun. I think I want to go for the Kasmina here. Go for Kasmina. Scry 2. Or Scry 1, I mean. Get 2 loyalty onto it. Another land. Yeah. I do just want to make sure I'm hitting my land drops. Now do I need out Pixie, or the Sphere could be pretty nice too. If it gets countered, fine with that as well. Can bring it back with Kasmina, even with Tamiyo. Let's go Pixie. Let's keep the ramp going for a bit. This is also just pressuring life total a little bit. We know that they have Brazen Borrower to come blocking this. Cinderclasm. All right. Lame. Oh, man. Dude, my shoulder has been hurting. So if I keep, like, cringing, do whatever stuff, that's the reason why. All right, so many interactive spells. Of course, that is what Niv Mizzet does. Playing out Tamiyo, I can bring back Risen Reef and get a ton of value there. Let's go ahead and shock. Yeah. Again, if they have more counter spells, I'd rather them counter the Tamiyo. We get to bring it back. We can keep doing extra stuff with it. The issue here is that they're going to have this Niv Mizzet on the next turn, potentially, if they hit their land drop. Visions, okay. Digging for a counterspell here. 6 deep. It's pretty deep, and I'm guessing they have lots of them, but it's still singleton. There can't be that many good ones. Lightning Bolt, okay. Intriguing.
Phyrexia is the multiverse's synthetic destiny.
Don't really want to lose Kasmina now. But I think I can go for the Risen Reef still. If they want to use the Bolt for this over the Risen Reef, I'm kind of okay with that.
Fractal theory into practice.
Wait, cancel. That is not the right one I was going for. Dude, why am I not getting all the extra options here? I need all of the options. Where are all of my options? I have another Planeswalker. Oh, each other Planeswalker has its abilities. I keep forgetting about that. That's what it does. Okay. Right. Let's just go for the Karn. Yeah, let's just get value with all the Planeswalkers. Why not? Go for this with Tamiyo. I don't know what I was thinking there. Being able to plus 2 with Tamiyo could be pretty sweet there, though. Let's... Yeah, let's just pluck up. Plus, get some value here while they don't have creatures out on the battlefield at the moment. Just get extra value. A few lands. Give us Stipney Rivulet, that's fine. Just scry 2 here. Scry 1.
The future is not yet decided.
Chariot is really good. Last turn. Alright. So they have the ability to bolt the Tamiyo if they want to. Alright, sorry, I don't know what I was thinking there. I was thinking it was the opposite here with this Kasmina. Alright, so Niv Mizzet is annoying. 1 damage to any target. So I need to make sure the first thing I do is plus up on Tamiyo here. We are going to go ahead and just draw the card here. Draw the Chariot. I'd like to find some other stuff as well. Even just bring that back could be really nice. But I think we're going to go for the Time Warp and just while they're tapped down. So first thing we do is tap down Niv Mizzet.
Our will cannot be denied.
Time Warp. Yeah, while they're tapped down. Good stuff. Yeah, they get to draw cards. I forgot about that part. The drawing cards is annoying. Yeah, resolve.
In time.
The nice thing is that we actually don't have a lot of instants and sorceries of this. It goes for the Pact of Negation. Alright. That does still take up most of their turn, though, right? So it's not like it's doing a ton here. It is stopping us from getting a ton of things. Yeah, they get to kill a Tamiyo. That is annoying. Let's... Again, I don't have tons of instant sorceries. The ultimate here isn't really something amazing to go for, but getting a big creatures on the battlefield could be pretty good for us. Let's just tick up here again with this. I actually might go for a decent sized fractal. So many lands off the top. What the junk? Yeah, we're just gonna keep scrying, keep the loyalty high, be able to do big things. What is with all the lands on top? Stop that. Search for Iskanta. Okay, Pact of Negation, they have to pay 5. That takes up most of their mana. We still basically get the same value out of Time Warp as what they got here, except not being able to draw a card, not being able to untap, you know. They get to play out an extra land, get a chance to draw more cards than Niv Mizzet. So, like, it's definitely worthwhile. Gosh dang it. All right, so infinite combo. That's cool. All right. Yeah, so they get a draw because they have Curiosity. Every time they deal damage, yeah. We had a lot of chances to dig for any kind of counterspell there as well. Like, I would have loved to be able to have just like, okay, as long as we have a counterspell, we have our Pact of Negation in this deck and everything. We dug pretty deep there. No counterspells the entire game for 20 cards. Oh well. We are going first. A ton of 4-drops. Lots of good 4-drops. Like, stuff that can go a little bit slower and we're on the play. What are we up against? Kalia. That's angels, demons, dragons, right? That stuff. Let's go ahead and go for the free mulligan. Yeah, turn 2 plays is better. River's Rebuke can be really powerful in this matchup. Nissa I like. Yep, keep this. Let's lead off with... This is always tapped. This could potentially not be tapped. Only control forest or whatever. So I can guarantee Search for Skanta on turn 2 with this. Play it out. Pass turn. All right, we are looking for blue mana, I believe. We have more of that in hand at the moment. Come on. Let me grab it. Dude, Arita's been struggling lately, guys. It's been funky. Surge for Skanta. It's turn. Compass. All right. More lands. We do have 4 lands still in hand. Beacon can be a good one to be gaining life with. It does let us kind of play Nissa, do some fun stuff. What's this again? Land or creature card with a certain value. Just debating if I want to play that this turn, and then this would be pretty valuable still. Yeah, sure. I mean, we want to get to, like, everything in our hand is, we need to ramp up, right? So being able to do that is a good way to go. All right, so Scry 2.
When the land speaks,
We will drop the Restoration. Narset's pretty good for next turn. All right, so Kalia. Kaalia? No red mana, whoa. I was thinking this was hitting next turn. Looks top 630 Library Reveal, an Angel, a Demon, Dragon, all this stuff. So yeah, Angel, Demon, Dragon, that's what it is. I wasn't sure if there's anything extra there. Keep... I could bring back Narset with Tamiyo. I don't have enough mana for... Yeah. We'll hold on to this, though. All right, so this is a good time to be playing out the tap land. Let's go ahead and... Scry 2 again. Brazen Borrower is pretty nice. Yeah, interaction. We're just needing some interaction here. That makes Narset very awkward, though. I should have gone for Narset first. What was I thinking? Oh, well. I'm a big dummy.
I have practiced against many foes.
Yeah, okay, that was silly. It's all good, though. Got all of our Planeswalkers. Life is good. Need some life. Alia. Yep. That's so much card advantage. It's huge. But they did have to discard stuff. That's also pretty good. Llanowar, what am I playing this turn? That lets us get to River's Rebuke. Sure. Yeah, because I think I'm just playing Karn and the Llanowar, so that'd be perfect. Gets us ramped up for the Hydroid Crisis. I guess first off, let's actually activate this.
Meditate and
Nothing. Blocking the Kalia with a Crisis could also be a decent play to let us get to the ultimate with Nissa. I could also look fairly deep and just grab whatever stuff here. Anything that dies we can bring back with Tamiyo as well, right? That's kind of the whole point. So let's go Scry. Still. Signet is pretty sweet. Actually, I like both of those cards for this. So that lets us go use these with Karn now, actually. So yeah, Karn now goes out. Gets to grab those.
I will good
The ramp is still pretty good for us. Helps out with Karn, so they'd have to focus pressure on Karn. The Whelming Wave, if they don't kill Karn, suddenly we have lots of value and can bounce all the things that they're putting out into the battlefield. I like it. They don't have haste with this, right? Okay. Rulia. Hits the Karn. So we also have River's Rebuke here, which is awesome. So that goes to the graveyard. River's Rebuke, and then we get to go grab, you know, do it again, basically. So yeah, River's Rebuke, bounce all your stuff. Back to hand. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And then they know we can go grab this other board wipe again, so they just won't be able to actually put anything on board for several turns. We get it way ahead. Definitely good game. Good stuff. All right, guys. Sticking with the 3 games here with Brawl, we ran up against 40 minutes gameplay time there, so couldn't do another one just yet, especially because these games had a tendency to go fairly long. I really like how this deck was playing. It was pretty good. I mean, Niv Mizzet, we were actually, I think, in really good shape with Niv Mizzet, except we never found a counterspell to deal with the combo, and they just happened to find the combo. You know, out of 100 cards, it's not always going to happen, you know, but they found it. They were drawing lots of cards. We let them draw some cards. They just had everything they needed in the moments there. This deck is super fun, though. I absolutely love just playing fun stuff. Fun things are fun, I've decided. I like how Tamiyo plays as a commander. And again, this is what I was saying before, is like, I love Commander. I like playing Commander with lots of friends. I wish that Planeswalkers had a chance to be in the command zone. I don't know why they haven't allowed that to happen, because they've already have like some, like this Planeswalker can be a commander, and they've already had that going for it. But like, I don't know if it would really break things to have Planeswalkers be there, because there's already been an increase of ways to deal with Planeswalkers. A lot of spells are already saying they can kill creatures and Planeswalkers, which was the biggest issue in the past. Is just like there wasn't enough interaction with Planeswalkers. It also, when the rule was created, it was back when like the way that you attacked was like you had to attack a person, and then you could reallocate the damage to the Planeswalker, because they had just barely created Planeswalkers and they were new and weird, whatever. Planeswalkers have been around long enough now that I feel like I wish EDH would switch to having some similarities with Brawl on that side of things. But that is one of the reasons I do really like playing Brawl. I love being able to play with the Planeswalkers in the command zone to see just kind of how that changes things up. I love the singleton format. I love the kinds of the different kinds of cards that are in the historic format right now. I think that there's a good limit there to make it fun and interesting, that you can play lots of different kinds of things that are still at high power level or similar power level. So I think Historic Brawl is actually in a really, really good spot right now. So if you guys haven't been trying out Historic or trying out some other things, if you guys are really angry about the whole, you know, alchemy thing, which I agree with, but there is a side of like, you might be able to have a one of here and there of those kinds of things. And so I think if you're wanting to expand your repertoire, you're playing standard and want to expand out somewhere, I think that Historic Brawl is a fun way to go. There is a lot of, you know, expensive cards you can go with all this, but through opening packs, whatever, singleton, you can build decent decks without having the most busted cards in the world and still be able to compete fairly well by doing this kind of stuff. Or, you know, Brawl as well as Historic Brawl. Historic's my favorite though. Anyway, that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much. See you in the next one, and bye-bye.